Right, we're back. We're showing Donald Trump
That is really
taking over.
something. This was a little sooner than we anticipated.
Taking over.
An even bigger win than we anticipated. And
Anyway, we don't want to get flagged because of those songs. Here's a quick report. Trump thumps. Jesus, say English. Trump thumps, dominates South Carolina, thumps Haley in the shadows. Jesus Christ. They're not taking it easy on this woman at all. But I'm not sure. I don't think there's a path to move forward for her. But let me read this short excerpt from TheGuardian.com. It says, results called for Trump almost immediately after polls closed as former South Carolina governor suffers stinging home state loss. Donald Trump defeated Nikki Haley in her home state of South Carolina, a stinging setback that narrows her vanishingly thin path to the nomination, as in Kulewek. The Associated Press called the South Carolina primary for Trump right when polls closed at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in a clear indication of his large victory in Haley's home state. Trump locked in approximately 60% of the vote, with Haley hovering at about 40%. Kodebado. Anyway, what do you have to say about this, Chief?
Well,
60
it's
to 40.
yeah, it's not really bad, but what has happened there cannot shock anybody anymore because, like we have said repeatedly here, the Republican Party is just jostling for the ultimate takeover. It's been branded by it's done. This is my stuff. This is my thing, and this is going to shake up everything, rework it all over. That this is Donald Trump's party. He won't have a easy takeover. His path to victory with the primaries within the Republican Party,
Right.
he's almost certain to be a easy one. But yeah, everybody should wait for the ultimate contest. This is a rematch between him. It's going to be a rematch between him and the incumbent president, Mr. Joe Biden.
Biden.
Yeah, no surprise at all. The only surprise that I see in this is that South Carolina is supposed to be the home state for Miss Nikki Haley. She's been governor there, and she contributed to the making of so many people. A lot of them now have jumped. They have jumped boat, and they, instead of rooting for her, are working for Donald Trump. But don't forget that Mr. Donald Trump is a man with so much baggage. This is almost like what you find in Liberia at the time when people were saying it was Charles Taylor they wanted. In fact, some people compose songs and praises of biblical proportions that, oh, he killed my mother, did this to my daughter, all sorts. But I'm still going to vote for him. So Donald Trump has done so many stuff in America here. The other day in New York, you heard what the verdict was, almost describing him and his family as financial criminals. His company, had to be given an external individual compliant officer, another one appointed internally to monitor everything. His adult children.
Sorry, before you continue with that, let me read this to you. It says, this is from WashingtonPost.com. It says, clock is ticking for Trump to post bonds worth $500 million. Experts say a cash crunch in coming weeks could thrust the former president's business into greater uncertainty than it has seen in decades. This was published earlier on today on the Washington Post. Hours after a New York judge ordered Donald Trump to pay a $355 million penalty for submitting false data to financial institutions, the former president railed against the decision during a fundraiser at his Mar-a-Lago club with some of the Republican Party's wealthiest donor. Continue, sir.
That's it. So, and from what officials of the state of New York said, every day that he delays in paying the fines imposed by the New York court, this will be piling interest every single day. And it's so instructive that the Attorney General of the state said that this tells everybody that the law is a leveler for everybody in America, and that no past president or even incumbent president is allowed to behave as if they are above the law. So all these things keep dogging Donald Trump. So that is why I compared between his situation, him, Costello running in Liberia then, and people saying, oh, he killed my mother, he did this, he did that. We're still going to vote for him. Republicans will present him. In fact, they want to make it a coronation. It does not matter whether this man was indicted or was fingered and was caught live, trying to do stuff with the cookie jar in terms of the insurrection of January 6th in Washington, D.C. They will rout for him. This is the man they said they want. And this is going to define everybody that is endorsing whatever Donald Trump has been accused of, for which is facing trials everywhere. Is it about the rape case that he went down for? So, and for a party that has substantial part of its people saying they are evangelical, Pentecostal, Orthodox Christians, the question has to be asked. So it does not. So the creed everybody professes in terms of faith does not matter anymore. So it is now about the political issue of what's it called? Anti-abortion, Supreme Court activism, and what have you that is going to be embraced in place of the rudiments of the faith that everybody professes. So this is, welcome to America. This is the new normal in America. Remember, this man said,
this is the new normal.
He could stand in the middle of wherever in New York, shoot somebody or do whatever, and nothing will happen. And nothing is happening. But let us continue instead of just looking in our crystal ball let us follow the developments as they unfold. I will be one of those that will be shocked if he wins. But you know what? This is a call to action for everybody.
Well, we can, Chief,
about America.
We can ease in your shock small by small. There's this guy on your screen right now. His name is the second number 2 Senate person, GOP Senator John Thune. The number 2 Republican in the Senate is endorsing former President Donald Trump as the party's nominee. His office confirmed to CNN. The backing from the South Dakota Republican, who has been critical of Trump, he was critical of Trump, is the latest indication of the former president's grip on the party. As
it's not just a grip. Yeah. What do you call this thing that that vice of a thing that carpenters use? So that kind of ironclad grip.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like a plier, like a when you
it's
grip.
more than that. That thing, I think it's called vice. Carpenters,
Vice.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
woodworkers,
I'm not sure.
yeah, they use this stuff. That is the kind of grip he has now on Republican Party. So as we make progress, it's not just the deputy senator, I mean the deputy leader of the Republican caucus in this country that is going to give this kind of endorsement. You remember everybody that was lined up against this guy originally, the ones he bullied them, including the ones he accused of running home to mama to get um, adequate response before um, doing stuff. Jeff Bush. Remember the way he whopped him into line. So many of them like that. All of them. He even told a lie against somebody that his father was involved in the assassination of J.F. Kennedy. He's going to try all kinds of stuff. He has told you he could grab women by whatever,
By the push.
and that nothing will happen. We can't repeat some of the
Right.
yeah, God wrenching.
That's why I said push. By the
Yeah,
push.
we can't repeat some of those things on air. But this is
Oh
the
god.
man that majority of Republicans, you'll be shocked. Even when I interact with the young Republicans, they say, yes, this one, they're going for him. I said, for real? Yes, they said that is the person they're going for. That they feel is better than Joe Biden. I said, good luck to you then. I'm
Yeah,
not a
there's
politician. I cannot
there's
convince anybody against
now
anything.
it's
But
with their full chest now, full
yeah,
support. Because 4 years ago they couldn't say that, but I mean 8 years ago they couldn't. But
it,
now with their full chest
it's
they're saying
called,
it.
it is called a takeover right now. It's called a takeover.
Okay, all
And
right.
it's over. But after this, I hope Republican Party can still define its soul, can still call itself an American, a worthy American institution. But in this country, it is called democracy. So it's good. But the international community, and I'm sure people in the media are not comfortable with the likely turnout of things. But I don't think it's going to go far because this would get everybody rallying for the base of the Democratic Party to stop him in his tracks.
Okay.
This
We'll
guy's got
see.
baggage. I don't know
We'll
if I
see.
can go. Yeah.
We'll see. Thank you so much for that, Chief. We'll be back. Do us a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, and follow. Turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live and when we drop video. We'll be right with you in about 20 seconds.